This war is eating up quite a lot of time, but it's a fairly good way of smashing the HRE. And because I can separate peace everyone, thanks to no coalitions, I'll be able to take a bigger bite out of Europe than it might at first seem. Still, these sieges don't half take ages. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Missionaries are free. Now, do I take care of Japan? No, if Shinto rebs rise up like they did before, I'll be in for a treat. Where is Laika? No, Laika's in down here. Take care of the Buddhism. Remove Buddhists. Truly, we are blessed. Yeah, I ain't having these Buddhists rise up ever again. Excuse me. I'm getting really confused as to why I'm not getting call for peace here. I'm very grateful, but why? Yeah, I'll let those peasants do their thing. I'm not worried. If my vassals are really that concerned about it, they'll deal with them. Let's get artillery to places where I don't have artillery. +1 is as good as it gets with Russia, and that's whilst we're at war together. I'm thinking about it, did Russia dedicate any troops to this fight at all? Holstein. What ho? Did I just have a blockade somewhere? Bah. I'll take care of them. I'm actually thinking about a North Africa campaign here, just because it's going to take time for these provinces to be chewed up anyway. Not keen on Portugal infringing on me here, but they are seeming to be pretty bad on naval invasion. Good, Catalonia is down to just one province, which means I can get these lands back for good old Aragon. But what else? What else should I consider here? We'll just plough on. If you're vassalised in the Hansa, why give away cores? Well, it doesn't make much odds, really. Either the cores go to my other vassals, or they go to Hansa. And if I give my cores away to vassals I already have, well, it's less provinces that are going to rise up in revolt. And, that's some good money. Less provinces to rise up in revolt, and less overextension for me, which seems pretty win-win in my book. Good going, siege stack. Good going, Brandenburg. Keeps spreading that animism. Denmark doing a stalwart job there as well. Can't stop the trotters. DDR, who are you helping with the siege on Mecklenburg? If Brandenburg... No, it wasn't Brandenburg, it was Denmark and Bohemia. Jake, do you have work? Yeah, I've got work, but not for a wee while. Let's see. It's about 4:30. I don't have to be at work till about 6:30. Bags of time to just sit and wait for these sieges to complete. What a pain. If only I had an enormous mercenary stack to assault with. Ah, finally, call for peace. Well, it's going to just have to wait. But when I say massive mercenary stack, I mean 200,000 or more. Otherwise it's just suicide, especially against these high-level forts. Oh, thanks for the reminder about Sam Toy. I can't let it slip for even a day, because Portugal or Castile or anyone really might jump on it, and as soon as they send a colonist to it, I would have to declare war just to get it back. I killed off the natives, so there are none to incite. I miss that spy mission. You used to be able to incite natives in EU3 to burn down enemy colonies. Alright, these guys. Let me help you out there, buddy. Gee, Hansa's quite stuck up. Now, Munster's only a two-war job. If I'm not mistaken, they're allied with France. Yeah. They're also allied with the Hansa. I could make a quick job on the Hansa, although they probably wouldn't honour the call to arms. Bloody France, they're going to be hell in a handbasket to deal with. Sure enough, they're topping out. They have more troops than I do. Same tech as me. They have offensive ideas, defensive ideas, quality ideas, French ideas. Elan for 10%, 20% morale? Yeah, you can see how much I've played with France here. 20% morale, 20% manpower, 5% discipline, 30% fort defense. 30. To top it all off, they'll have Lucky Nation, God tier rulers, and they hate me. I'm looking forward to that. Jake, would it be possible to blockade Western Hanseatic lands? Would be possible, but there's always the chance that these Munster ships will come in and cause me unnecessary casualties. Now, I would like to know why you two are so friendly. Ah, France is defensive of Munster. Maxed out improved relations there. Could be an issue. Alright, I see no reason not to do that to the Hansa, but let's have a look-see. They're 265, so I need to do at least 65 worth of province returning. It's 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah, that's enough. And of course take all their money. Bit of a hit on the Diplo power, but too bad. At least that's less hands I have to deal with. Is that really the right thing to do? Yeah, I reckon so. And as for Defenders of the Faith, oh, what fun! Bavaria, who just happens to be allied with our good friend the Hansa. Shame I can't declare war on you. I could declare war on Sweden, but without a casus belli, provinces would cost me diplomatic power to take. That's an issue. Still, once the Austrian war is over, I highly doubt Austria is going to be jumping in to defend Bavaria. Of course, that opens up other problems. I mean, how am I meant to chew through Austria if I can't just turbo-annex them? Oh, you're right, I'm taking attrition here. Please don't attach to me. Well, Bohemia's got a massive supply limit, we'll be okay there. Now let's finally do something about Cologne, because I would like to full annex them quite quickly. Jake, England. What of England? They're getting crushed. They're subject to Ireland, who will protect them. Good job there, Ireland. That's some real good protection you got going on there. Oh me, oh my. Nosgard 1 asks why I'm not annexing any of my many vassals. Well, I'm kind of lacking in Diplo power. I wouldn't be able to do any of them at the moment. Good job, Portugal. They arrived with many more. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Portugal's large forces here and thinking if I quickly snuck in and annexed Portugal, then I'd get all their colonial nations to help me out over there. Still, just sneaking in and taking Portugal probably doesn't work that way. Although they're allied with Algiers. If I took this land, got my border with Algiers, could get into a Portugal war that way. Probably not anywhere near as easy as I'm making it seem or sound. Sometimes you just gotta get creative. Wouldn't Bohemia be cheap? It's only one province. Yeah, it's one 13 base tax province. 15 base tax province. Shitatsu's holiday home have asked us to keep Tokuba. Unfortunately, I can't see the rest of the individual. Also, Tokuba must be ancient. It's 63. Alright, soon Cologne will be annexed. Tripoli have announced Knights as their new rival. Poor Knights, probably wondering why they're getting all this international hate. And they're also wondering why their colonial nation isn't giving them any trade power. Odd that I would get all this aggressive expansion against my own overlord, though. I'm glad that doesn't cancel anything. Jeez. Town Hall, local fortification, true defender of the faith, defensive mentality, and power projection, giving them 90%. Terrifying. Jake, don't forget to explore, or as they say in Majesty, don't forget to keep exploring the map. But indeed, thanks for the heads up. Since I got this explorer, I should probably make use of his employ on my heavily outdated early frigates here. Don't think there's anything really to explore around here. It's more these horrible tiny islands that I should be looking at. Oh wait, no, this is a trap. No, it's okay. Shouldn't be any ships to intercept me over there. Who is Castile allied with? They are allied with nobody. They've got plenty of colonial nations though doing their bidding. Alright, Cologne down. Unfortunately I can't really annex them until I've got everything else that I want in this war, because I want to spit them out fairly quickly. The question is, what do I even do to Munster? I could chomp half of them, but another war with them would drag in some very unpleasant faces. How do I cut this cake? I don't have anyone that I can really release. So yeah, all the foreign cores have gone away. Munster have done a good job here. Still, it's only a 2-war job. It's a real shame that I can't just get it out of the way. Perhaps if I take half of their land and then slam face first into Austria. The trouble is, they might just not join in, and that would be a problem. Jake, catch and release Austria and Munster at the same time. Yeah, I could make them get rid of their alliance with France. However, then I wouldn't be able to 2-war them. It would be a 3-war job. I suppose that's not a game breaker. In fact, if I keep it real localized around here, I would be able to make a ginormous assault stack. Yeah, how would that work out? Wouldn't work out very well because Bavaria is defender of the Catholic faith. So if I smash into Munster again, our good friends Bavaria and Sweden will get involved. It's not quite as bad as France, but that's still 100,000 Bavarians. As my friend always tells me, beware the Bavarians. 6'4" general that they have. Still, that is preferable to fighting France. I'm sure everyone wants to see me get slaughtered by France, but that time will come. I am getting closer to getting that delicious administrative efficiency plus 25% though. In fact, it's only a few years away. And it's going to take me a few years to get all this admin power up and on the go. Still, I'd really rather just slam into Europe good and proper. Well, not much to really think about until these provinces get occupied. At least my manpower and money are growing like crazy. Which is ever the opportunity to build yet more... No, well, not many available to me. Call for peace, but our war exhaustion's still going down each month. Sorry. It is going up, but thanks to optimism, not too much. Jake, who are Bosnia's allies? Huh, Austria and Milan. You know, that could get me in a war with Milan, but that would still leave out Tuscany. Speaking of, Tuscany was allied with Austria. Why did they not get called into this war? I'm really not enjoying the whole new, the new mechanic of allies not being automatically called into wars. Although, maybe that's just because I was so used to that being the norm. Do any of your vassals have cores on Munster? They do not. Except for, I wasn't aware of that. And that is rather nice. No point getting rid of your relationship with Bavaria. They'll have to be called in anyway. Yeah, Bosnia's Orthodox. What is a man to do? Do you have other allies that I could possibly beat on? There is Milan. If I took a province here, I could border Milan. I'd fight Milan, Bosnia, Munster, Catalonia and Tuscany. That would be a lot of small fries I could chew up and spit out quite easily. Austria may get involved, but they also may not. Yeah. What about Cologne? Does it have cores on Munster? They do not. They have one core here, but that's only on Bavaria. Well, it'll be around till the end game though, thankfully. Oh, nice. Let's keep that manpower rolling. New exploits. Yeah, I could do with some new exploits for this. I thought I had plenty, but it turns out just not enough. Austrian revolutionaries. Don't think that's really going to help me out much. Were they always there, or did I just get two at the same time? I just got two at the same time in one province. That's pretty nasty. But oh well. These are taking forever to siege up. That assault button tempts me ever so, but might be a little suicidal. Walrus Custard says, Jake, what happened to your fast? All I'm seeing here is slow. Well, I have no excuses. I'm just fairly crap at this game. Doesn't help that I don't have a solid plan in my head here. Normally I like to come to this with clear goals and ways to get to them. What are your national ideas? I do not have any military ideas. Oh, okay. They must have been around for a while and I didn't notice them. Monster. I hate you so much. Diplomatic insult against Bosnia, trying to tell me something. They're saying, fight me. The question is, what do I take from Austria as well? Their land is very expensive. Nor do they have much in the way of nations I can spit out. I'm not seeing these nations when I try to release them. Okay. Someone suggests that perhaps Scorched Earth on a massive scale would bleed France's manpower. Scorched Earth has been nerfed into near uselessness. You reduce the supply limit by half. That's it. Defensiveness goes up and it only costs 5 instead of 25. And it lasts a lot longer. Okay, that has changed quite a bit. But still, it's not going to burn your enemy with tons of attrition. It only halves the supply limit. It doesn't increase maximum attrition or give base attrition, which were the real attractions of it before. Man, I hate doing all this slow, but I just can't think how best to approach this situation. I think the best thing I could possibly do is actually sleep on this and figure out what to do when I come back to it. I never had any time to look over it before, so what I shall do is end the campaign here, well, for tonight, and come back to it with a fresh plan in mind. If I have a look over it whilst I'm definitely not working, I should be able to think of something. Or maybe I won't and I'll come back and just look at it going, oh. In the meantime, fire up another game to kill the time between now and work. I've still got a good hour to burn, so... what would take an hour, I wonder? I haven't played Resident Evil 4 in a while, so I'm going to kick that up. I'll take the stream offline for just a moment, so I will see you on the other end.